Hi, welcome to Forex in 4. I'm Mike Conlon for FXEDU, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the highlights of where the action is in today's Forex market. So let's get started.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, March 23rd, 2010. This morning we're talking about the British pound being lower after this morning the UK CPI figures came out. Now the CPI figures came out a little bit lower than expected, 3% versus 3.1%. And while that's not a huge difference, what's happening here is that the UK's got this balance going on where they're trying to encourage inflation so that they can remove stimulative measures to help reduce the debt that they have going. But if figures like this keep coming out, it looks like there may be some deflationary pressure over there, which would cause them to leave the stimulus in place. So if we take a quick look at the pound here, we can see that it's lower today. If you look at the stochastics, I don't know if people look at this. This is a technical indicator, but they appear to be pointing lower, which could mean that we're going to see some further pound weakness, perhaps testing the lows at 148 that we saw at the beginning of the month. Now, retail sales figures are due out on Thursday, and if these are lower than expected, then this could be sort of the nail in the coffin for the pound in the near term. Okay, we're also talking about U.S. housing figures are coming out. We're actually seeing strength in the U.S. dollar this morning. I just want to show you versus the euro. The Euro's got problems this morning. The summit meeting's going on, and it appears as though they're not going to come out with a consensus regarding what to do about Greece. Now, Greece, they're not going to default on their debt. Okay, they do have access to capital markets, but the problem is that with all of the dissension going on amongst the ranks in the EU, this is going to end up costing Greece more than it potentially could have, which, going forward may or may not be sustainable. So we're going to have to see what happens this week, but the best thing for the EU would be for them to come out and say, listen, we're behind Greece and we're going to help them get out of this. But right now, that's not taking place. If you look at the stochastics on this one, stochastics look lower as well. So we could see perhaps Euro test 134 here in the upcoming days. But it looks to be trading in a tight range. I think it's just going to swing back and forth as you hear get kind of the he said, she said going on between German Chancellor Merkel and Jean-Claude Trichet. So we'll see what happens with them. The other thing I want to take a look at is the dollar versus the yen. Okay, the dollar is stronger this morning, primarily on that Euro weakness. The euro is known as the anti-dollar. So if the anti-dollar is down, then it follows that the dollar is going to be up. Just giving you some quick semantics there, but that's sort of what's happening. In any event, yen's lower right now. If you look, it's sitting right above its 20-day moving average. You got these stochastics that I like to use. Looks like they're crossing up a little bit higher. So we could see some dollar strength versus the yen, or basically yen weakness. Reports are out that the Japanese households are sending money overseas at the fastest clip since 2007, before the credit crisis. What this means is that they are divesting themselves of yen, and they're attempting to purchase higher yielding assets. Basically, they're doing their own carry trades. That's no surprise. We've seen the deflation in Japan, which has been picking up as of late, and you've still got Bank of Japan members undecided as to whether or not the measures that they've taken are going to be enough to try and help out the economy there. So that's what we're seeing there. We see the commodity currencies. They're just trying to trading in and out based on risk themes. We've got Aussie dollars down a little bit, but we're seeing some Canadian dollar strength. The CAD's up versus just about everybody with the exception of USD. So we kind of call this the ugliest or the least ugly girl at the beauty contest wins. And what I mean by this is that you don't have to be the strongest currency to always go higher. You just have to be the least weak one. And what we're seeing in both the UK and in the Eurozone shows a lot of weakness on that side of the pond. Also, you've got Japanese yen, which is extraordinarily weak. They've already got deflation full on underway. If the EU can't get this Greek situation and all the other debt crises under control, then we could see some more weakness there. So the question's left, well, where does the money go? Well, it's going to go into commodity currencies like the Aussie, the Kiwi, and the Loonie. Okay, but if we move into global deflation, or if commodities start coming in, then you're going to see the U.S. dollar pick up the brunt of that money. So right now, I would say the three taboo currencies are the pound, the yen, and the euro, and the Aussie Aussie, the Kiwi, and the Loonie look good for risk taking, and we're looking at dollar if any sort of problem should happen. So that's what's happening. Sort of a light week for news. Just kind of be on your toes. News is coming out. There's still debate going on about this healthcare plan that came out with Obamacare, whether or not this is going to add to U.S. debt, and should some smoking gun come out, this could send the markets going. So there could be a little bit of volatility happening, but that's it for today. So good trading to all.
As always, be sure to check out the written blog at www.fxedu.com to get complete coverage of today's Forex market. If you would like to learn more about how to trade the Forex market from professionals like myself, be sure to check out our affordable Forex trading courses. And if you're already a seasoned professional or aspire to be one, ask us how we can help you achieve your Forex goals. Go to www.fxedu.com to get started today.